Hello, welcome to Corporate Crash Course. I'm Cody. Wait, no, I think I made that joke last time actually. I'm
Probably.
I'm Nick,
It's good
and
to be consistent.
yeah, that's it. Um, I will be not taking Cody's role, but I will be managing tonight's game. Again, we'll be playing hostile work environment because it worked well when we were a smaller group last time, and so we'll give that a go. Um, Chris and Mike are here, and they've recently been acquired by the Corptocracy. Um, so we'll get going. I think if you guys are good with that.
Absolutely.
Uh, yeah, no, of course. Let me have a look here. Oh my god, no, that's fine. It's nothing. Okay, I got my actual tea here.
Oh, good. Which one are you drinking now? You still have any of the what was the rooibos, the honey?
I do have
It's
that
just
one, but
rose.
the lot it was kind of the last minute where I realized I was running out of time, and I grabbed a random tea bag, feeling oh my god, I'm gonna be late. So this I think this one's a honey and ginger one.
Huh.
So
Nice.
Excellent.
pretty good.
Sounds good.
I know it's been a while since I've done a tea bit, so I figured I'd bring that back.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
It's it's like standing at the coffee machine, the water cooler at Corptocracy break room.
That's right.
Um,
As the new
which is
memo comes
actually
out.
yeah, that's how we started last time. But this time, um, I'm gonna get you to give a brief introduction of yourselves, or your characters, I should say, and tell me if they were called into a company-wide kind of town hall, big uh, kickoff type meeting. Would you sit at the front? Would you sit at the back? Would you, find a friend, sit somewhere in the middle, end of an aisle? Where would you sit in a company-wide meeting?
You
Is
you
there an
go ahead
option
first.
to sorry, was that Chris?
No, you can go ahead first. I'll go after.
I was gonna say, is there an option to not go to the meeting?
Unfortunately, you were in a meeting with your boss just before this, and
Oh,
your boss had you walk with them directly to the town hall.
one of those. Yeah, probably near the back. Try and slip out during one of the more important presentations.
Fair enough. And what's your name and what's your job title?
Oh, tonight I am Larry, the security guard. And for some reason, I'm sitting in this town hall instead of guarding and being security.
Well, your boss, who manages the now this would be physical security. So your boss who manages uh, the security team would have said that this is a key meeting, and things are part of your prior meeting was actually to prepare the team for some upcoming changes to the security policy at the Corptocracy due to the recent acquisition takeover, that you're vaguely aware of. Really, your job hasn't changed much yet, but it looks like they're starting to make some adjustments.
That reminds me, I got to ask them for a personal coffee machine for the security booth.
Oh yeah, I think there's a form for that, so should be
Exactly. Yeah, I got to find that. Maybe they'll talk about it in this nonsense.
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, some of the forms will likely change with the acquisition, no doubt. All right, Chris, what's your name and title, and where are you sitting?
Well, I had a different name in mind, but considering that I'm in a different box with a different name, I'm going to be Zoe Newman. Uh, I, I'm an admin assistant, just fresh and bright-eyed and ready for a new job. So I picture, as the eager beaver I am, I'm going to take as close of a front seat as possible. Just looking forward to a fun, new, exciting job, and assuming nothing wrong will go wrong.
I mean, yeah, lots of opportunity now with the acquisition. You're an administrative assistant without an administrator. You haven't been assigned yet, so this might be a good opportunity for you to um, uh, put on a good face and maybe get assigned and start working your way up that ladder.
Exactly. I'm a go-getter.
All right.
And I'm just a goer.
So Larry and Zoe, along with a lot of the company, most of the group, I shouldn't say most of the group, a chunk of the group you do recognize from before the acquisition. Prior to the acquisition, you were, of course, part of Joy and Sons Limited, but now you've been acquired by the Corptocracy. So you've started to see some new faces, but a lot of them are familiar. You say hello as you move in. Zoe being a little newer, you don't necessarily know as many people. You all kind of sit down. The crowd settles a little bit. The doors at the back of the event hall are shut. The lights start to dim, and spotlights swirl, and the stereo system in the event hall starts to play this distorted sounding remix of like 80s power ballads and pump up rock. No lyrics. It's all as close to royalty free as possible. Pretty overwhelming with the spotlights, the colors. Someone near you, Zoe, maybe a couple rows back, someone actually starts clapping along in time with the music to try and get the crowd going. You're not sure who it was, and then you see the screen flashes with an introduction for your new VP of Strategic Morale Optimization, named Brennan Vex. And they,
I was gonna say I'm probably one of those people for sure. That's just like, shit. Woo, all right, here we go. I'm so excited.
Yeah, a few people stand up, but mostly it doesn't turn into a full, ovation. Brennan kind of does a light jog onto the stage, looking perfectly casual, hands on hips, looks around, kind of nods at the crowd, gives a little wave. And then you get the "Good afternoon, Corptocracy family." And the screen in behind Brennan flashes with an applause sign, and most of the crowd goes in with commitment on the applause. Are you two? Is Zoe still into it? Is Larry?
Larry's looking at his phone.
Okay.
I'm applauding even harder. I'm just hoping that's like just show more enthusiasm.
There you go. You're not sure, but you think Brennan might actually look at you and kind of give a little nod of appreciation as you really commit. Brennan starts in on their speech. Today isn't just another Friday alignment briefing. No, today is about transformation, about unlocking potential, about elevating performance through targeted experiential incentives. Brennan starts to pace on the stage, bright white sneakers flashing in the spotlights as they move around. and launches into a presentation. Slides start to show employees in, you know, their typical work wear, you know, a collared shirt, maybe a blazer here and there, running through a forest, almost freeze-framed mid-sprint. As Brennan introduces things, as you've all heard, Bill 665B has passed, finally catching up with the values we've long held here at the Corptocracy: accountability, agility, and the pursuit of excellence, literally. So the next slide comes up. It says leadership through sport. And it's, you know, it's a little clip art image of a, you know, a stereotypical employee, you know, little tie done up mug of coffee, smiling at the screen with a red crosshair right over top of them. Brennan continues, I'm thrilled to announce the immediate rollout of our newest executive engagement program, Performance-Based Pursuit, a hands-on initiative designed to reconnect our top performers with the workforce in the most visceral way possible. Zoe, you hear cheering from the row. You know it's in your row. You look around and you see a few of the new executives that had been introduced to you. You know, some of them are kind of looking a little bit like Brennan, you know, the casual, you know, maybe a blazer over a white t-shirt. Some of them have the more classic full suit look going on. You see one guy in a Hawaiian shirt, but you know, it's like it's cut so that it looks expensive. You know, it's casual, but you can still tell he's an executive. Now, some of you might be feeling a little nervous, and that's natural. Innovation always feels uncomfortable. Just ask the first intern who volunteered for the test chamber. The executives around you laugh. There are a few chuckles scattered throughout, but you don't quite get the the feeling that everybody's into it. But remember, in the jungle of modern business, survival isn't given. It's earned. This is your chance to prove your value, demonstrate your synergy, and maybe, just maybe, not get caught. And then the next slide that comes up, it's text slide. Run with purpose. A Corptocracy core value. And then the kind of pump up music softens a little bit, transitions to a bit of a mellow jazz. Brennan kind of leans towards the crowd a little bit and says, let your leaders lead. Let them inspire. And you run like your job depends on it. Because, friends, it absolutely does. And then the applause sign flickers on. And there is enthusiastic applause from the front few rows and some murmurs, some quiet. The lights come back up. Brennan's left the stage. The lights gradually come back up. The doors at the back open. People stand up, start to mill around, and then people start to move towards those doors at the back.
I'm gonna start following the crowd. Be like, I wonder if they have any refreshments after this meeting. I can't wait to get my foot in the door. It'd be so exciting. Some of those images seemed a little odd, but you know, I'm sure it's just like maybe some errors or something. It's fine. It's all fine.
Larry, what are you?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, as soon as those doors open, I'm making for them. It's time to
Okay.
get out of here. I know this guy's
Cool.
gibbering on about all sorts of corporate buzzwords. I'm sure none of it's important.
You were looking at your phone the whole time?
Absolutely.
What, checking baseball scores?
I was absolutely on TikTok.
Okay. Well, I forgot to mention, as Brennan came on the stage, all of a sudden there was, you know, a sound came on as one of your videos tried to play, and you know, turned it down really quick. And Forgot the sound was on. All right, you begin moving to the exits. The crowd seems to be almost cascading. Like what originally was like, okay, the people who want to leave, and everybody's kind of sitting chatting. All of a sudden, there's more motion, and Larry, you're right near the doors. You get out kind of with that first group of people. Zoe, as you're moving through the crowds, you start to hear yelling from the back, or sorry, from the closer to the stage where you were. That is now at your back as you move towards the exits with the crowd, and the people behind you are suddenly starting to run.
Oh, what's all? Where's the fire, guys? What's going on?
You hear voices. Someone says, "He's got a knife," and then rushes past you. Larry, you make it kind of with the first group. Are you an elevator person or stairs person?
Elevator.
Elevator person. All right.
Gotta save
you make
my
it with the.
energy for when it's needed as a security guard.
Fair enough. Yeah. You make it to the bank of elevators. Going down, going up.
What time of day is it?
This was kind of a lunch type thing. There were actually supposed to be sandwiches, but you think because you were tied up in the other meeting, you missed them as you kind of came in at the last minute.
All right, I guess I'll go down.
Do I have a chance of at least running to the elevator? Be like, oh, hold the door, please. Hold it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm hitting the door close button.
Do I have a chance
I
to
think
slide my foot?
that feels like something dangerous to solve a problem.
So this is a roll moment.
This is, yeah, it'd be a D6. I don't think you have any tangle yet.
All right. What? 1d6, I guess. We'll see how we do.
Although Larry could take some tangle for leaving someone in the lurch when they need your help.
All right.
Well, that was a 3, so I'm assuming that's not going to work.
No, so you'll need to take stress. Yeah, which I don't think actually, Chris, we talked about the stress before, and I don't think we hit it last time, but basically, if you ever roll at or under your stress, that's danger.
Oh, geez. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, so you do not manage to get your foot in that elevator door as Larry frantically hits the door close button. As the doors are about to shut, Larry, you think you hear a gunshot. Zoe, you definitely hear a gunshot from the event hall, and you also hear some screaming.
Shit.
I immediately freak out, being like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm just gonna immediately run to, I guess I'm gonna go for the stairs at this point and just try to like find a good place to hide and get a good view of what's going on.
And
Okay.
I'm going to do what a good security guard does, and I'm going to call 911.
All right. So Zoe makes for the stairwell. Larry pulls out his phone. You're in the elevator with a few other people because a few others had gotten in with you. When the gunshot goes off, they all kind of go wide-eyed for a moment, and then they all look at you. You
Don't worry, I'm
give-
on it already.
You give them a reassuring nod, pull out your phone, dial 911, and you're in the elevator. This is one of the interior elevators here. It's a little bit of an old building. It starts to ring and then kind of crackles a bit, and you kind of hear, yes, do you, police, fire.
That's odd. Hello? Hello? There's been a gunshot at Corptocracy headquarters.
I'm sure you know the address.
Well,
Like a good security guy. It's
You know the place.
across from.
the one, it's the big brick building. A lot of windows, some balconies.
Guns. Dispatching. Remain. And then the line drops.
Excellent. They're on their way. Everybody remain calm. Everybody stay back from the floor where the shooter is.
All right. So on your way up, and everybody visibly relaxes as you reassure them, and they're all kind of watching to see which floor you get off at. Because you're the one with. I don't know if a security guard wouldn't carry a gun, but you have the badge. What do you think? What sort of it's got to be more than a clipboard.
I don't know. Do I have like a taser or a baton maybe? One of those flashlights that are enormous and can crack skulls?
That's it. There you go. One of the flashlights, because people look at it and say, "Oh, that's a flashlight," but really it is made for hitting things.
Club, absolutely.
Yeah, if you need to. There, that's it. Heavy duty flashlight. So you're on your way up. Meanwhile, Zoe is making her way to the stairwell. It's not directly next to the bank of elevators. It's like up and around a corner. But others have had the same idea. You're kind of moving through a bit of a crowd at this point because the elevators have taken away some of the crew, but there are a few more.
Okay. While I'm trying to make my way up, I'm gonna try to ask a few people. Excuse me, did someone break into the building? Is there a madman? Is there a burglar? Someone? What's going on?
Yeah, you're newer to the company and newer to your career, generally younger than most of the people here. You kind of move past some people who are kind of huffing and puffing their way up the stairs, and you kind of you ask them that question, and one of them said, did you not read the memo? Oh, you're new here.
Very new. I'm just ready to get a jump start on my career, impress the bosses. I don't know what happened. I assume the meeting got interrupted somehow.
I think it was over. I admittedly didn't expect this to begin so soon. I was planning to call in sick, but you should have in your email. Just look for Bill 665B for the policy changes, and that should explain things. Excuse me. And you can tell he's now got to focus on his breathing to continue up the stairs.
Sir, do you need any assistance up? I can try to help you out if anything.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. And he throws an arm over your shoulders. Heavy enough guy.
Well,
but you kind of help him.
Good thing I've taken up some Pilates. I'm sure that must help. Strength and all. While I'm helping him out, I'm gonna pull up my phone and try to pull up that email. Be like, Bill, let's try to find what he was talking about.
You managed to find it pretty quickly. It is an email from HR. It's actually pre-acquisition, so it is from Joy and Sons Limited Human Resources Group, talking about the passing of Bill 665B and what that means for the company. Basically, they're reassuring you that they don't feel that the new incentive plans that this bill allows are fit with the core values of Joy and Sons Limited. They feel that a collaborative environment works better than a, in quotes, survival of the fittest type activity. And they don't feel that their executive leadership would benefit from the leadership skills growth that the bill kind of presents. But that's from Joy and Sons. That was before the acquisition.
That's before. So, and I just kind of have I imagine just like a moment where like my face is like, wait, no, that can't be right. Is this what I think it is? Like,
Well, unfortunately, yes, it's after the acquisition, it was quite difficult for a lot of us to find other work. The companies like Joy and Sons used to be got pretty full up with applications. So just hope to be faster than the next guy, I guess.
oh my god, I can't believe it would actually make this happen. All right, listen, I'm sure we could get out of this. We can figure this out. Maybe find a different job afterwards. We'll get through this, sir. I promise. I also didn't get your name. I feel rude not asking.
Oh, don't worry. My name is James. And actually, this is my floor. I'll be fine here. Thank you.
Oh, no problem at all. I hope you have a good day. Try not to get murdered. Hopefully I can see you around soon.
James, quick, as soon as you reach the landing, moves a lot faster than he was moving before, badges into the door, and then quickly shuts it behind him on this floor.
Jeez, I better find me a safe spot to hide. And I'm just gonna try to find a room I could just buckle down until it's all over.
Okay. Are you so you can't get through that door because James had to use an access card and you closed it behind him. You go up 1, 2 more, just go up, try a door, see if you can get in, sort of thing.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And maybe just hope on the kindness of strangers. Be like, hello, can anyone please help? I didn't sign up for this. Knowing.
Okay, you do that. Larry, you're in the elevator. Are you just going one floor up? Are you going to hop off? Are you going to go follow the crowd or try and dodge away from them?
I think I'm actually going to try and get to the security desk.
The security desk?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you ride up. The security floor would actually, or the security desk would actually be, there's one at the main lobby, the main floor, but that's not the office. That's where people take shifts and check in. Is that what you're trying to go for? Or are you trying to go for where you have an office and they have the computer, the monitor room with this cameras and stuff?
Yeah, I think I want to go. Yeah, there.
Okay.
The security office. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. So you head there. A few of the people on the elevator So the security office that is actually housed on the server floor. So it's like, tied into the network. There's controlled access to both areas, kind of consolidating those sort of resources and knowing that, there's not as much traffic to both of those places. So you hop out and you're presented with the familiar sight of the gated door that leads to the hallway that basically branches between the server areas and then the security areas. So it's controlled access. As you hop out of the elevator, 3 of the other people in the elevator kind of follow you out into this. It's not a hallway. It's like a waiting room almost for access to the controlled areas. They just kind of look at you expectantly.
Your best bet is probably to go down to the parking lot and wait for the police to arrive. I'm afraid I can't let you in. This is a restricted area. I assume this is a restricted area.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, authorized personnel only.
I'm going to get a roll on that, please.
6.
Oh, there you go. Okay. They still have that wide-eyed look, and they kind of, oh yeah, wait for the police. Yeah, okay, let's head back down quick and just get out to the parking lot. Yeah, maybe they can't get us there. Like maybe that's out of bounds. I don't know. Let's try there. And they hop back on the elevator, and you see them kind of pressing the button to head down. The elevator door closes just as the stairwell door that lets out onto this floor pops open, and Zoe pops out. I don't think you two would have had maybe you would have had a chance to meet. I guess you've probably worked the security desk, seen Zoe come in, but I don't know how attentive you are to the ID badges and everything.
I'm super attentive. I'm sitting there at the desk looking at my phone as people come in.
But I bet Zoe remembers everybody's names on the way in.
Yeah, you said your character's name was Larry.
Larry.
Right? Yeah, okay. So I imagine doors swing open. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Wait, hold on. A B C D E F G H I J K L M. Larry, you're Larry. I remember Larry working security. I remember seeing you before. I also remember you at the elevator, which I think might have closed by accident. I don't know. That might have been like an issue.
Oh yeah, anyway, I don't know what happened there. Those things can be finicky.
Well, yeah, they really can be. Technology. Anyways, I'm Zoe. Zoe Newman. Assistant admin. I did not realize this happened. I probably should have paid closer attention to my email. But clearly, there are people slaughtering other people, I think, from what I could tell.
I heard the gunshots. Yeah.
So
I've already called the police. Your best bet is probably to head down to the parking lot and wait there for the police. I am heading to the security center to take control of the situation there.
I mean, you're a security person. I mean, if it's all right with you, sir. I mean, I would assume being with a security officer, security guard would be like the safest, if that's okay. I
think your best. We don't know where the shooter is, so I think your best bet is probably to go down to the parking lot and wait out there for the police.
Huh. Well, okay. I mean, if you say so, I was kind of hoping that to at least have a friend to help me out, but I guess I could go on the way down. Don't mind me.
You're going to want to head down to the parking lot.
Oh, okay, I heard you. I'm going. I'm going. Nice meeting you, Larry. Or well, meeting you again. And third time. Whatever. Best of luck. Hope you don't get murdered. Hopefully see you around. Take care. And then I'll just look for another safe spot to like hide. Or well, I guess try to go down or make sure to see everything's okay and clear.
All right. As you're having this conversation, I mean, it's dim in this area. You know, again, there's not a lot of traffic. This is an area with lots of computer screens. They save on power by keeping the lights dim. Every now and then, the power for the building can't quite keep up with the servers. You know, it's an older building and wasn't built with modern server architecture in mind. As you're kind of standing having that conversation, there's a bit of power flicker. The lights kind of flash a couple times. The fluorescent lights overhead do that flicker that makes everybody's heads hurt. And then you hear, well, first you hear a click that sounds like it might be from the access door to the restricted area. And then you hear the overhead speaker system kind of crackle a little bit. But no announcement, no voice. It kind of settles back. The power comes back on, more stable. And yeah, you continue, or you finish your conversation. And sorry, Larry is heading into the restricted area, and Zoe is heading to the elevator, to the stairs.
You say I heard the door open?
You heard a click that sounded similar
click.
to one of the like locks, the electronic locks on the doors.
Is there anyone else supposed to be in here right now? I guess the rest of the security team can access this area.
Security team, some of the network technicians, the hardware, kind of maintenance crews. Access is controlled with there's like sign ins, sign outs. You need if it's not your office, you need special badges. But there are a few network admins along with the security group who have access to this floor.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go into the restricted area. And
Okay.
when I do, I'm going to call out, "Hello, is anyone in here? You need to head down to the parking lot. There's a security incident."
So you head up to the door. You swipe your badge. You hear the lock click. The badge reader turns green. Roll a d6 for me.
3.
3. As you open the door, you feel a little more like there's the the resistance of the door coming out of its frame, and then you feel a bit more resistance as you go past that, and then all of a sudden you feel like something snaps, and the lights go out in this entry area and in the hallway ahead of you, and a voice comes over the speaker system saying, "I see you've entered my domain.
Oh,
I'm
God.
glad to have you."
Absolutely not. All right, that's it. I'm leaving.
Sorry, Chris, did you say that Zoe was going to head for the stairs or the elevator?
Yes, I'm gonna carefully look out the way I came in, just make sure everything is just the area is clear, and I imagine too, and just the panic and having no experience in combat, looking through what I assume I brought my little briefcase of things to see what items I could fashion as a weapon, which probably would just be like pens and pencils and stapler, just as a basically just trying to fumble, like try to find something that I could defend myself with. And then, yeah, of course, just making my way to the elevator.
All right. Yeah. So you take a moment, flip open your briefcase. There's a little like side table with a chair for waiting for access or an escort or something like that. So you throw your briefcase down on that, flip it open, start sifting through. I mean, you have like 6 different colors of sticky notes. You have a bunch of highlighters. You have pens in red, black, and blue, as well as a few pencils. You're very well equipped. You have an agenda. You actually have 2 agendas just in case you get assigned to an executive. You have to maintain their calendar as well. I'd as far as weapons go, I'd give you maybe you have a pair of scissors. That might be the
Of course, the deadliest of office weapons. So, I guess trying to fashion my scissors like a knife, just being at the ready in case, and just carefully like making my way through.
All right. Yeah, you do that. You close back up your briefcase, head to the elevator, hit the button. Nothing happens. Doesn't light up.
Yeah, don't go in there. I don't know how close I am at this point where the access door is.
It's a small, like it's wide because there's maybe 3 or 4 elevators. I'd say there's 4 elevators, but it's probably less than 10 feet across. It's basically enough space that people can wait for the elevators, but not be in the restricted area. So you would be kind of standing in that doorway. The door is open. It didn't like slam shut in your face or anything for the access area.
Oh, so I didn't hear him say don't go in there, or just was that just hit?
No, yeah, you would have heard that. He'd be like across a hallway basically from you.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I should probably take the stairs. Thank you so much, Larry. Guess I'll head down. I'm gonna walk over to the stairwell.
Hold on, I'll come with you. This seems like they've gotten access to the security area, so we got to be extremely careful now. They can see us. They know where we are. They probably have access to the elevators.
Fair. I hopefully could be prepared enough. I've only taken 1 class of Krav Maga. Quite immediately afterwards, but I do have a pair of scissors just in case. Hopefully, I don't have to use it.
You head to the stairwell, and you find that it is also now locked. The doorway down. Larry, these are supposed to be emergency exits, so you lean on the bar for the 10 seconds or whatever, wait for the alarm to sound and have it unlock. And at the end of the 10 seconds, you hear the speakers crackle on again, and you hear a soft chuckle. Oh no, not that easy. But let's see how you perform under stressful situations.
These doors have windows?
The stairwell doors have like those little kind of shatterproof wired windows, those sort of things. Or I guess not across, they'd be up and down on these doors, but that's like 6 inches wide, maybe a foot and a half tall.
Yep. Is there another stairwell door here?
No, not in this. You know this floor. You know that it's kind of symmetrical. The way that it's laid out is you have a bank of elevators where you are, leading into the secured access area. There's kind of one long hallway leading to the second bank of elevators, again behind another secure door. That has another emergency stairwell. The hallway has kind of 2 sides. One side leads to security, either the offices or the monitor room, those sort of things. so the hallway is kind of offset in terms of the building because the server side is much larger. There are a few offices, but the major portion of that floor is taken by the server racks and those kind of rows.
This door is supposed to open no matter what, right?
The emergency, like the stairwell door?
Emergency exit, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Do I know what could cause it not to open?
You know that it is wired into, like, it still has some intelligence with the whole building, because it would sound the emergency signal throughout the building. So it would be networked into, not like a super smart network, but it would be networked into the overall building safety and emergency system. So if somebody tampered with or disabled that, conceivably it could remain locked.
Shit. Okay. Okay. That's a
The
problem.
So as you kind of contemplate this, the lights flicker again. At this point, the lights are off, and you kind of have emergency lighting on. You see glows from the hallway, and there's a few like red-ish lights on, like, above the doors and those sort of things that are still on. The main lights flicker back on for a second, and you almost feel like you catch a glimpse of someone standing in this waiting room with you, across the way from the stairwell. But as the lights flicker back off, they're gone. But you hear again from the speaker system, but sounding different than before, a little bit cleaner. The voice is different. You hear a whisper of, "I think if we get to the right spot, we could override. Acknowledge?"
Is that the killer people, or is this someone that wants to help?
I don't know. Where's the nearest camera? I'm going to look at it and wave.
There's a camera basically in the so if you're standing near the stairwell, it's kind of in the opposite corner. So it would have a view of the stairwell, the elevators, and the restricted door. So you walk up, give it a little wave. You hear the same voice come back briefly, and say, I think the floor is trapped, but it's always a puzzle. It's always a puzzle with Cody. We know we can sort it out and get out, but I need your help to leave. And then the speakers crackle again. You hear the and then the prior voice comes back on. Yes, hello. I do see you there. Please explore. Starvation is so pedestrian.
Okay. Inventory time. What do we have on us?
So we established that you have your heavy-duty flashlight.
I do. Yep. We have a pair of scissors. Okay. Okay. Do I have keys?
You do have. You have a small key ring with a few keys on it. Most access is electronically controlled, but there are a few things either that are older or that are particularly secure that do require keys. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I got a bunch of office supplies. Not sure how they're going to be useful.
Do you think we can try and pry open the elevator doors?
Worth a shot. Using the scissors, you mean, or using like something else?
Well, I don't see a crowbar kicking around.
Fair. All right. Let's
You
see what
would
this thing-
actually, on that note, you would be aware that every
There should
floor.
be a fire axe.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I
Alright,
want to
let's
go and
break
take
it.
the fire axe.
So it's actually in this area. They wouldn't keep it behind a secured area because in an emergency, you don't want to. So yeah, there's like that little box with the axe, the extinguisher, the hose or whatever. So yeah, you grab the little mini hammer, break in case of emergency, smash the glass window, and you can avail yourselves of a fire hose. I'd say, I don't know what standard would be for those, maybe 30 feet long. That seem reasonable. They're pretty heavy if they get long.
I have no idea. Let's go with 30 feet.
30 feet, one fire extinguisher, and one fire axe.
Okay. I'd also like to pull the fire alarm while I'm thinking of it.
Okay. You pull the fire alarm. This room does have sprinklers. You know that the security offices would, except for the computer monitor room. Actually, I'm not really sure what code would be. I feel like putting out the fire would be more important than shorting out the electronics. So it probably would have sprinklers. You're not sure about the server racks. Those might have a different mechanism. Sorry, what are you going to say?
I was going to make a comment about how an electrical fire, you really don't want to be adding water to that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it was upgraded when the server room. So you wouldn't have a sprinkler system necessarily, but yeah, the alarm does go off, and you already had the emergency lighting going here. Yeah, I mean you're alone on this floor.
Stairwell door again after that.
You try the stairwell door; it remains locked, and you hear the speaker
we are in
come.
so much trouble if an audit comes in.
Very clever.
Okay, let's try and get this door open.
Right.
I assume the walls are brick here.
They would be. I think they would be concrete, actually.
Sorry, concrete.
Yeah.
Something that's not breakable with a fire axe.
Yeah. No, they. I mean, they'd be. I mean, some of the interior,
door
like the
frame?
curtain walls. Yeah, it'd mostly be steel, concrete.
Yeah.
Interior walls would be basic. I don't know that they'd be drywall necessarily because they might change them up. I don't know what they normally do in office buildings because it's like I guess the studs that are different. The drywall is still the same. The studs are metal, but the drywall is still the same.
I would think so.
But anyways, the stairwell, elevator shaft, those are all concrete steel. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I want to see if we can actually pry open the elevator doors because I believe there's a lock mechanism on them that you can trip the lock and then pry the door open.
Oh, like a safety release?
Yeah, like exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess rather than hacking at them, you gently kind of wedge the head of the axe in to try and pry them apart. Is that what you're going for
Yeah.
now? All right, I'm gonna get a roll on that. Oh, you can't add tangle to your own roll, eh? You can only add it to somebody else's roll. And Chris, you don't have any tangle yet, do you?
Not unless you count me helping the gentleman the stairs as go out on a limb to impress or help someone.
Oh no, that would work. Yeah, roll your d3, see if you got some tangle. Maybe you can help Mike out.
Ooh, perfect. Okay. Let's see what I can do. D3. What I got here. Here it is. Okay. Here we go. And I got a 2.
Okay, so you have 2 points of tangle. So you could give Mike an additional die, or if you spend both points, you could give him 2 additional d6.
Considering we're in a situation at the moment, I'm going to give him, just be on the safe side, 2 additional die just to help out with our situation.
Okay. Just shouldn't, I don't know if it'll change your decision here, but there is a mechanic for if you roll 2, 3, if you roll more than one on the dice, that's like it's called spoiled, but it's effectively like a critical failure type of thing. So the more dice you have, the more likely that is to happen, but obviously the more likely you are to succeed.
There. Maybe the 1 die to be safe. Yeah.
Your tangle. It's up to you.
Okay, I'm going to do 1 die. Just on the
Okay.
plate safe for now.
8.
8. All right. Yeah, you get the axe head wedged in, and then as you're kind of wiggling it, you think you see the latch, but you got to keep some leverage on the axe to keep it wedged open, and you kind of gesture at Zoe, who very willingly steps up, raising the scissors at the or at the elevator before you indicate that you would like her to instead hold the axe while you go in and unlatch it, and the doors slide open, revealing the elevator shaft. The elevator currently is below you, so there are, I guess there'd be cables either way, but there are cables in the shaft that you could probably reach out and touch. It's a big enough elevator, but none of them are that huge.
Should also be an access ladder, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I guess there would be a maintenance ladder off to one side.
Yeah. Well, our options are either to go through the black hallway that is apparently trapped with the creep on the PA watching us, or you take your chances climbing down into an elevator shaft.
Oh.
I am going to start climbing down.
I take a look at the hall and I look at the elevator. It's like, it's climbing down.
All right. You have a utility belt because you're a security guard, so you can, dangle the axe from your utility belt, I think. Keep that with you. And Chris, I think Zoe could probably, I don't know, pocketing the scissors feels like you're just asking for trouble, but I don't know if you want to be carrying the briefcase down the ladder.
Man, I've only had like a holster for string to like attach the things to. This may sound silly, and I can only ask if it's possible, but you know how there's like for keys you have like kind of that zip thing where it's like
Yeah.
up and then it zips back. Would it be possible, say I have like keys, but I decide to like tie the scissors to or attach them somehow, just so I could kind of How about on something? Okay.
Yeah, I like that. It's got your ID badge on it, so you can zip it out, and yeah, and so you attach the scissors to that as well. So now you have lethal ID badge.
Yeah, be
Nice.
careful when you let go of that.
Oh yeah.
Fair.
Uh, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna climb down one floor and then try to open the elevator doors at that next floor down. Same way that we got
Okay.
in the shaft.
Okay. You do that. You enter the shaft, start climbing down the ladder. As you do, you hear that voice come on again and chuckle and say, very creative and much more interesting than starvation. And all of a sudden, you hear a whine. And as you kind of look over your shoulder, you
Oh
see the
shit.
cables start to spin up. And as you
Oh
look down,
shit.
the elevator begins racing up towards you. So
Yeah.
let's have a roll to unlatch this next elevator
Oh god.
door.
What do you think, Chris? Can you give me that second tangle?
You definitely need it for this one. So
Did
yeah,
this could go really badly, really quick.
I'm really hoping not.
3.
I don't like the. I didn't like the sound of that.
um, a 3. A 3 is you got to mark stress.
Yeah.
Um,
How much
this
stress?
would be serious stress.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
a D3, yeah.
Okay.
Um, and you make the problem worse. I'm going to say you um, you break the latch. You're trying to leverage because you don't have the extra set of hands. You're trying to leverage it open. And use
Well, it
the
could
axe
be
head to
worse.
wiggle the latch. The latch snaps, and you know you're not going to get this door open.
Shit.
The elevator continues. It's got a few floors, but it is accelerating towards you. You don't think that it goes that fast. It feels very slow when you ride it home at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'll bet it does.
I'm just gonna be encouraging you, like, you gotta hurry back up. That thing looks like it's moving pretty fast.
Look, would you just shut up and let me do this? If you weren't being so loud, that wouldn't have been a problem.
I'm
And I
so
assume that's
sorry.
blaming my failure on someone else.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Shit. Is there time to climb down to the next floor?
Um, it would be
It's gonna be close.
tight.
All right.
Yeah.
Go back. Go back. I think we have to go back.
Yep. Go
Okay.
back.
Going back up and out, or are you trying to go up to a higher floor?
I very much doubt that we can climb faster than the elevator can. I think we got to go back out through the door we came in.
Fair enough. I mean, you have a decent lead on it, but yeah, it would catch up quick. All right, so you climb up, back up and out. You step out, kind of. You almost lean to look, and as you do, it just whips past up and above, and you hear somewhat distantly up the shaft. You hear a kind of crash, and then shortly after, you see some debris start to tumble down into the empty elevator shaft below.
Do you
The
think
whole
it's
elevator doesn't come crashing down, but you see bits and pieces come falling down.
Do you want to risk going back into the shaft?
Uh, I'm a little nervous about the rest of the elevator, but we're able to get that door open. I guess we could try again.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back into the elevator shaft.
Okay.
My
I'm
arms,
just
I
gonna.
assume, are getting tired at this point.
You train on weekends, I'm sure. Security
Yeah,
guard is
I
a
do
physical
the
job.
jelly donut lift.
Lots of crunches.
That's that's right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna climb down and try the floor that I didn't break the latch on. The next floor.
Okay. You climb, you step back into the elevator shaft, start climbing down the ladder, looking somewhat sheepishly up into the darkness where you can't really, I mean, you can't see the end, the top of the shaft, nor can you see the elevator. But the cables, while they sway a little bit with the remnants of whatever force there was on them, they don't seem to be moving at the moment. So you climb down 2 floors and get yourself situated to try and unlatch the next elevator door. Chris, is Larry on his own, or is Zoe gonna try and help this time?
I'm gonna try to help this time. As nervous as Zoe is, and I imagine has a history of only trying rock climbing once and passing out, is just gonna cling to the ladder and try to help.
All right. So I think that's one. You've only got one tangle to offer, so I think that's
Yeah, I think
2d6, Mike.
Mm.
2d6 is 8.
8. Yeah, with some cooperation and Zoe taking your statement, taking Larry's earlier statement to heart, completely silent, just following instructions. um,
Good.
you two
Much better this
manage.
time.
Yeah, you two
Didn't
manage.
screw it up this time.
Manage to unlatch the elevator door. It quietly slides open. Light floods in from the floor that you have accessed here, and you kind of lift yourselves across from the ladder and out into um, into the light here. So you find yourselves it's a similar layout in the sense that there's a room where the elevator and stairs let out, and it kind of narrows to a hallway, but this is not access controlled. The hallway, as you see it, just kind of goes on, kind of branches at one point, but you see doors on either side as far as you can see a door across. The entry area just before this hallway, there's an L-shaped desk there, and sitting at it is a someone who looks a little bit frazzled, a young woman. She's kind of sifting through the desk as you step out from the elevator and or open the elevator doors and step out. She kind of looks up, wide-eyed, and then you see her eyes kind of scan, looking for your ID badges and look at your outfits, and she kind of, "You're not part of the executive team, are you?"
No. We're definitely not. Uh, absolutely not. This is Larry. He's a security guard. My name is Zoe. I'm an assistant admin. Very new to this. Immediately regret accepting this job. Uh, yeah, we are in the same position as you are, I assume.
Yeah, you
Well,
should be making your way downstairs. We need to get out of here. Something wild is going on.
she kind of looks at you like, "Yeah." As you kind of look over, her hair is like totally messed up. She's got her badge pinned on, but it's pinned on upside down. As you say that, she kind of looks at you and says, "Yeah, it's pretty messed up. I need the forms. That's how I think we can get out of here. We, you know,
Forms?
sorry, I should ask.
I don't
Do you
think
need any help?"
That's the priority right now. I think we need to get down to the parking lot and wait for the police.
Parking lot. You need to get to. Okay. So you need a parking requisition form. You need a security lot access form. Here, let me. They must be in this desk somewhere. And she starts kind of.
I'm gonna walk over. It's like, let me handle this. I know exactly what. Okay, are they organized in a filing cabinet? Because so if you go by letters, I'm sure that's how we got them organized here.
Well, at before the takeover, it was alphabetical by form title. It was really easy to find. You could just think of what you needed to do and go get them. And but now it's all these numbers and letters, and you need to cross-reference this binder here. And she like taps really frantically at this big binder that's on the desk. It has an index, and then you can find the form. But sometimes there's subforms, and if the forms are obsolete, it's really hard to find. But I'm sure we can get there. Just so you needed parking lot.
We need to go.
But wait, what's your job title? Let me look up your access level.
I'm gonna start giving information and also help try to sit through the index as quickly as possible.
Someone just tried to kill us with an elevator, and you're helping her look for the required forms.
Look, she is very frazzled. We gotta help her out as best as we can. We'll try
I'm
to be super
frazzled.
quick about
Let's
this.
go.
Ma'am?
Oh, this is wait. I have an access. It's a request for corridor access, but well, you'll need that'll be a prerequisite. As she's doing this, you hear a voice coming from the hallway, a male voice. Polly, I'm ready for the next interview. Can you please send them in? And then you hear like trailing off. Yes, honey, it's fine. I know they're keeping me waiting. I just need to, get them to fill out the right forms, and it'll be all right. And Polly, the young woman who you've been talking to, oh, are you here for the? Okay. Well, here I have the forms for that right here. This is our self-performance review. If you can just bring these with you, he'll give you a couple minutes. He's talking to his wife. He'll give you a couple of minutes to fill that out yourselves, and then you can go through with the full performance review. And she starts to like usher you down the hallway.
Okay, you can stay here if you want. I am going to continue going down. Where's the stairwell?
The stairwell is off to it's off to the side next to the elevators where it was on the floor above. It's in the same location.
Yeah, I'm going to go try that door.
I'll follow Larry, but I'll have the foreman start filling it out just because I love my forms and I just like try to do my best. To, okay, yep, got that. No.
All right, so this is Form 66R, self-performance review. The instructions briefly at the top. It is a single page, both sides. They want you to be honest, so there is about half a page for your strengths, about half a page for your weaknesses. As you flip it over, the third question is how many hours do you sleep? And then the last question is, do you still dream?
Well,
so you can start. They're free form. You can start filling those out if you'd like.
Yeah, just filling that out, being like, well, I'm a real go-getter. I bring a lot of positivity. Very focused. Weaknesses. Really very little fighting skills. That's one, but try it. I do get about
What are you
a set.
doing?
I just can't help it. I see a form. I need to fill it out. Sorry. Well, I could write it and run it at the same time. I can definitely do this.
as you say, I see a form. I need to fill it out. Polly says, "Oh, well, I think you'll fit right in here at the Human Resources Division. Sorry, Employee Wellness and Compliance. Yes, sorry, that's the. Um, sir, ma'am, where are you going?
Oh, yeah.
We
Sorry.
are leaving because there are dangerous types around trying to hurt people. I advise you come with us.
Yeah, I believe me. I want to be here filling forms as much as possible and seeing what opportunities are offered here. But I do have to agree with Larry here that we may need to get a move on. So if it's possible, we could bring a bunch of forms with us, try to get everything filled up. But we may need to get going ASAP.
Uh, well, we'll need the appointment cancellation form, and if there's a corridor access form, there must be a stairwell, elevator request form. I'm sure I'll find it. Just wait, what? Wait, no, don't. And then as the two of you walk, I assume walk towards the stairwell. Um, sir, that they haven't filled the proper forms. They're trying to leave. And you hear the voice from the hallway. Oh, honey, can I call you back? They're running again. I know. I don't know where they find these people. I'll call you back. And you hear the sound of pounding footsteps down the hallway. Can I get a roll from one of you? And I mean, you can help each other if you'd like.
All right. I guess I'll give it a go. See what happens. Okay.
And I'll
D6.
help out with a tangle. Add a second d6 to that.
Thank you. All right, 76. Let's see what we could get. Here we are. And okay, so I have a 1, 5, and a 3. I guess that's
Okay.
total.
For a total of 8. Yeah, you. I mean, at this point, you've made it to the door as Polly shouts out her warning. You open the door. You hear the voice from down the hallway, and you, as Larry pushes through the doorway, Zoe, you actually turn around, hand Polly your now filled self-performance review form, and say, "Here, given this, we'll be right back." And you start booking it into the stairwell, and you hear the running continue, and then stop up short. And you, as the door kind of closes behind you, you hear Polly saying, "Sir, actually, here's the self-performance review. If you'll just take a look at that, and here, let me find the feedback form for you." And you are in the stairwell. Are you heading up or down?
Down.
Yeah.
Well, I'm headed down.
Okay. Down you head. At this point, the stairwell is pretty empty. Yeah, there's not too much. Actually, you hear footsteps mostly above you. You hear footsteps and occasionally doors opening and closing. But below you don't really hear anything, and you don't see anyone in the stairwell with you. You head down. Yeah, for ways. Where are you heading to? You try and hit the ground floor. Excuse me. Are you trying to go to a specific location?
Yeah, I want to try and get to an exit. So I guess the ground floor. Oh, is there a parking garage?
There is a parking garage. So there is the building. Most people use the outdoor parking lot, but there is a parking garage for deliveries, for visitors, and for executives.
Where would I park? Probably
You
outside.
would, or you could take public transit. Yeah, you would park outside.
Yeah, Larry wouldn't take public transit.
I brought it back. That was it.
What was that?
Can I try the phone again?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to try the 911 again.
All right. You try 911. The stairwell is it is on. It's kind of in the interior of the building. It's next to the elevators. It's that structural portion. But the advantage is it's not big metal box like the elevator is. So it rings pretty clearly, and a voice picks up and says, "Do you require police, ambulance, or fire services?"
Police, we have an active shooter. We have multiple attacks on people.
Sir, please let me
Someone's
transfer
gotten
you.
into this transfer. Oh my God.
It clicks, rings for like half a second, and you hear, "Police dispatch, what's your address?"
And I will give them the address that I most certainly know.
I'm
As a
tempted to make you
security
roll,
guy.
but no, you definitely know the address. You give them the address. They say, "What's the nature of your call?"
Yeah, there's an active shooter. Someone has gotten into the security system of the building. There seemed to be some sort of group attacking people here.
Understood. Police are on their way. While I am dispatching them, is this a private, public, or a corporation location?
Corporation.
And is this call in regards to Bill 665B?
No.
All right. Please be aware that improper use and false calling of police services is punishable by fine and, in some cases, reassignment to a 665B compliant organization. So our officers will confirm that. Where should our officers meet you?
Out front, in the parking lot.
All right. Our officers should be there in about 4 minutes. Would you like to remain on the line?
Yes. What is this 66B? Do you know what this 664B thing is? I've heard it a few times today.
Is that directed
That's a
at
question
Zoe?
for Zoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I explained the whole situation, and like my son's shocked to it and everything. I show him the email.
That can't be right.
Oh, believe me, I
That
had the
doesn't make
same
any
reaction.
sense.
It really doesn't. That's what I was thinking. Like I was so confused, and like you're talking about like running for your running to survive, and I didn't quite get it, but it's all adding together. I'm
No, I
just
think
shocked too.
it's much more likely that we're in a Die Hard type situation here. Someone has
The
invaded the
Die Hard-
building and we need to get out. Now we're already up on Mr. John McClane because we have called the police successfully. So let's just get down to the parking lot and meet up with them.
Fair. Well, as a young up and coming businesswoman who has not seen this Die Hard, I'm gonna assume it's all works out well. And sure it's gonna be
All right.
okay.
Staying with the phone to your ear, or maybe putting it on speaker, I don't know. You hurry down the stairs, the two of you, taking. I mean, maybe it's just because it's quiet, or maybe it's because you're stressed. It feels like it takes forever, but eventually you get to a slightly larger landing. The stairwell does continue down. On one side is a door. Beside it has a big L sign. And then on the other side is a steel double door that has like a traditional lock and key lock. And it above it says Vehicular Stratification Zone 1.
What the heck does that mean?
It's the parking lot.
Well, we can get into the parking lot. It's locked with a key, is it?
Yes.
Is that who has those keys?
Some of the security team does.
Yeah.
You do. You have a key.
Yeah, no, I do. I meant who else? Like, who else?
Who
Is it
else?
safe to go in there? Because somehow they got into the security booth, so there must be an inside man. You know what? I don't
Were
trust it.
Were
Let's
you
go to the
heading? You were aiming for the outdoor lot, or were you aiming for the garage?
I was originally aiming for the outdoor lot.
This is the outdoor lot. Like this would be
Yeah.
a door. You know that this door, it's not directly to the outside, but it's like a service,
Oh.
not tunnel, but a service hallway that leads outside.
All right, I'll risk it. I will unlock the door.
All right, you quickly find the appropriate key, slide it into the lock, turn it, it clicks, and you actually keep turning it. It's one of those ones where the latch is built into the key and you swing it open and step through into a, it's brightly, almost garishly lit, kind of a tiled hallway, very utilitarian. Bare fluorescent bulbs spaced at the maximum spacing to avoid dark patches on the floor, but that still means there are some shadows on the wall. It smells like a parking lot access hallway. Exhaust seeps in, the air doesn't change very often. Comforting, some might say. You make your way down the hallway to another set of double doors. These just have the push down bars to unlatch, and they have the anti-shatter windows on them as well.
All right,
Peeking out, you don't see anyone. Yeah.
Excellent. Yep, I'll go out.
Okay. So you push on the latch, opening the door out into still fairly bright sun at this point in kind of the afternoon, and take a deep breath of free air as you gaze out at the beautiful Corptocracy parking lot, a vast paved expanse. In the far distance, you can see the 9-foot fence that keeps everybody's vehicles safe while they're working away, so they can focus on their daily tasks. You see the security booth out a ways, like the parking lot security booth out a ways. It doesn't look like it's in the same spot it was before, but it nobody's ever in there anyways. It's more there for show. Nearby, you see kind of the few-year-old convertibles of the middle management parked close to the building, and then looking out, you see the stratified tiers of parking spots aligned with the cars that occupy them. And then in the distance, you hear horns, not cars honking horns. You hear horns like call to the war charge or to the hunt. And you hear the barking of dogs. And I think we're going to stop there.
Oh my God.
I would imagine Zoe's comment would be like, "Oh, I didn't realize it was like bring your pet to work day."
Oh boy, that's yep. We have yet, Nick, to beat the final level of the parking lot.
I know. We'll get there.
Ooh. Yeah, yeah. We'll have to one of these days.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's yeah, this is always a fun one. Very nerve-wracking.
You also never end up in the danger zone, really. What was each of your stress at? You probably had it higher
What was
for
it?
Larry, eh?
2. I rolled pretty
I
well
got
on my
yeah. I got one at the moment.
Yeah. You guys had some good teamwork. But yeah, if you get the danger zone where you roll under your stress, that's
yeah.
that's where they get you, basically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. We got lucky. We got really lucky. That's what it ultimately comes down to. And some good
I was
rolls
gonna say
early on to
we
get
we
through.
really brisked through that. I was I mean, not this is not me complaining. It was like, man, I was expecting like, oh, there was gonna be like more like we have to go through like several levels of like hell just to like get out of here.
The top performers do get rewarded.
That they did say, I think they said, well, Larry doesn't know what they said. He wasn't listening to a word of it. Poor guy. Completely unprepared for what's going on.
Well, with a promotion, the hunted becomes the hunter.
Mm,
Mm.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah.
But Larry
Um,
just wants to hunt a jelly donut at his desk.
Well,
Well, thank
thanks
you,
for
Nick,
playing,
for running that
guys.
for us tonight.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks everyone for watching. We remain Corporate Crash Course at CCC RPGs on
Twitter and
Instagram and yeah, and then
Twitter
it's and Corporate Crash Course on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you.
here. Yeah, Twitch. I forgot about the Twitch one. That's what we're on right now.
Yeah, the one that everybody's watching right now, but they might see this on YouTube, and then, anyways, yeah.
Good point. Good point.
Hello to future people watching on YouTube.
Thanks everyone for playing and hanging out. We have been the Corptocracy for real tonight. Take it easy,
That's right.
everyone.
Let's see you next week.
Bye bye.